Today I'm going to be breaking down Uzma and Leena's funnel and how they're making more than 200k from this offer alone. It's such a simple funnel. If you are a creator yourself who's interested in scaling / creating this type of offers, link in bio. But yeah, I'm going to get straight into it. It's such a simple funnel, and literally how you can literally do the same thing if you are someone who's struggling to actually present your brand and sell to these people. It's so easy. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be speaking about 3 things. The top of their funnel, tofu, middle of their funnel, mofu, and bottom of their funnel, bofu. So actually speaking about first, of course, their personal brand. Let's go back, it's going a little bit slow, oops. Their front end. So what is actually leading to so many people being attracted to them? Who were they known for? They are these 2 girls from the Birmingham who are now flying out to the Maldives and doing these amazing things that everyone wants to do. You know, the reason why they're so blow up so brand is because they have such a good brand. 2 besties who made it out. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? Literally, like, how are they getting so many views? I'm going to speak about the actual like videos and stuff, but like just what I've seen, how they get so many views because so many people want to be like them. So many people want to have a best friend who want to make out, and just them being such a product is just getting so many eyes, right? So the people who made it, they're hardworking, productive, they're living their best life. They got the Gucci's, they got all the designers, you know, what they were before. They were people who didn't do the best in school. They were not seen as serious. Everyone was like, you're not going to make it. And now look at them. They're living up. They're still young. They're literally in their early 20s. And so, of course, there's obviously going to lead to such good attractions. The aesthetics I'm going to talk about. It's very pretty vibes, light colours, you know, not very like specific, but just very like a lot of literally girls from Birmingham, a lot of them look like them, like, you know, very pretty, look nice, stuff like that. So yeah, but actually speaking about the actual videos and actually breaking it down as short form content. So we have Instagram and TikTok, very similar to Instagram. So I'm just going to be speaking about Instagram, but literally what they do on Instagram is what they do on TikTok. So breaking it down to the Instagram videos, they have 3 things which they love to post type of content is the POVs. They love the POVs. That is what's getting them millions of views. The POVs, the before and afters. There were these people who went to school, they failed in school, drop out to university, and now they're making 6 figures a month, you know. And student success stories. This is obviously leading to people being attracted to what they actually offer, because some people don't even know that they have an offer, but they're just very subtle about it, which I enjoy. Very subtle about what they actually have to offer. And obviously that's going to lead to like, so they must be getting so many DMs of how many people are being like, how do you do what you do, right? So look, breaking it down the actual stories. They have a lot of stories, but breaking down to the most important parts. The Airbnb payouts obviously builds a sense of trust. Lifestyle. They are lifestyle girlies, and nothing is wrong with that, right? It's gonna lead to so many people having eyes on you, and then that leads to people asking questions, right? So posting about your lifestyle, you shouldn't be afraid to do that. Of course, it's always good to be humble, but posting about your lifestyle, if you have a good life, it's gonna lead to people wanting to be like, how did you do that? You're in the same position as me, and now you're making this amount of money. How? So that's obviously lead to a lot of people DMing them, asking them questions. We also have student success stories, so people actually know they have something to offer. Lots of stories about student success, which is really good. And what I really enjoy about their content, how they've actually grown so quickly. They've only been doing property for about a year now, is because they were documenting it from the get-go. So if you are someone who has started this, document. Even if you have 10 followers on Instagram, document everything. Which their stories, all of them are really detailed of the life they used to live. They used to live a very simple life. They didn't have no money like this, and you can see the process. Like literally, I remember they seen them on TikTok like about 2 years ago, like saying that they got their first Airbnb. Look at them now. You know, never be afraid to document the process, even if it feels like it's flopping. That's what I'm doing right now. But literally, if it feels like it's flopping, document your process. Do not be shy to document everything. Don't have to be too personal, but just everything if you can, especially if you're a beginner and you know you want to have this success. Document everything, speak about it, because people love that. It builds like such a genuine, like, oh wow, she actually started from here, like now she's here, you know. So it's really fun to look at, and just literally showing their own work, not being afraid to show how they started. You know, she was starting, they had started getting Airbnbs here and there, started growing up, but they will document everything. So it shows that they're actually legit people who had made a lot of success from this Airbnb, right? So now she's speaking about the long form strategy. So YouTube now, this is the middle of the funnel. So long form, and they have a lot of subscribers. So 95k on YouTube on their main account, and they have 4,000 on her education account, which is really, really smart. I really recommend that if you are growing and you're getting so many traffic in, because a lot of people's issues is they get like a lot of traffic and these people are not really qualified leads. So if you are able to lead them to someplace else where people who are only serious, or like people who are quite hot leads would subscribe to you, i.e. their education account, only people who want to be educated about property are going to subscribe to this. So also going to lead to you being more specific and finding out these people actually DMing you particular words and just making it easier on your side, especially if you are getting a lot of traffic. So if there's any way to actually like split your long form strategies into like another account, I recommend that, especially if you're someone who like is an influencer who gets a lot of views, who gets a lot of DMs no matter what they post, and you want to actually find out who exactly is going to buy from you. Find a way to separate, because it'll be much easier in the long term. But just what you're talking about their videos, split into 3 parts. Just on the actual main account is the POVs. When I say they love the POVs, the luxury lifestyle content is what is making so many people money. The POVs, people love it, because you gotta realize like what we consume social media for is this feeling of like we want other people's desires, right? So if you see stuff like this, the reality of being a female CEO in your 20s, like what? Who doesn't want to be a female CEO in their 20s? Of course they're gonna attract the right people with this type of content, right? Emotional story, this is what I love their content. The emotional stories where they're buying their parents' property, they're buying their parents' cars. Someone's gonna be like, I want to buy my parents' car. I'm gonna now find out what they offer. Boom, and the education. To be more specific, obviously leading to particular ads as well. So it actually has no links. So I would recommend, what I wanted to add, talking about if they should definitely have links. Just actually lead to these people to actually go somewhere, because they're consuming it. It is good to have that sense of friction, because only people who actually want to like DM them will go on Instagram and DM them. But like adding a link will definitely make it easier regarding like just getting them through the funnel quicker. So yeah, actually speaking about the actual education account, split into 3 parts. They have one-to-one interviews, obviously builds a sense of trust. They also have education as well, and they have the how-tos. So they have a call to actions where it's basically DM me learn on Instagram for both of their accounts, and I'm going to show you what they actually do with these people. So these people are now DMing them. What they're doing right now is the appointment setter method, right? So these people, she's asking them to DM them Airbnb or commenting Airbnb, and from there they get a keyword, and then they get an appointment set to basically reaches out really quickly. So kudos to them. But yeah, they reach out really quickly, they ask you qualifying questions, and then they get you on a call, right? And obviously with that, it's very simple, it's very easy. You'll be able to ask particular questions, especially if you have a really good appointment setter, get them on a call, boom, boom, bam, and they close them or they don't. But I just wanted to address the issues that they must be dealing with, just due to the fact of how many views and how many followers and how many, like they're getting hundreds or even millions of views. So the appointment set method, I really wouldn't recommend for that type of audience. I think that makes sense for like a smaller type of brand, but because of how large their brand actually is, I wanted to talk about 2 other things that I would recommend, on the outside. So yeah, this issue is just like dealing with so many people who I just know for a fact. People who are DMing them are probably like 99% of them are probably not even serious about actually having this Airbnb. Just due to the fact they don't really know what they're offering, because they don't really show it. And yeah, just like I guess just how many people they get, and it just must be like a lot of unserious people, obviously because they're young as well. They're gonna be people who are young, who have not even a dime in their account, texting them to help them get started, right? So I want to talk about 2 things they can actually do and address the bottlenecks that they must be facing right now. So issues is, I'm not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. They have been getting a lot of controversy just regarding the actual service delivery. So I wanted to speak about how they can actually solve that and how it could be better for them in the long term. Because obviously, having a bottleneck, you don't want that. So I'm saying they're getting a lot of unqualified leads. They're not really showing what their offer actually is. And it's probably affecting their service quality a lot, because if you're letting so many people in, which I feel like they might be, just due to the fact that a lot of people are having issues with it, obviously going to lead to people actually affecting their brand, tarnishing their name. You do never ever want that. And don't be fooled. People can tarnish your name however you want. People always going to accuse you of scamming when it comes to having an offer. Like, I'm even going to talk about that, but people are always going to accuse you of being a scam. Like, it don't matter who you are. So never be affected by this. But obviously, you never want to actually tarnish your brand. But I just wanted to talk about, there are always winners and losers when it comes to having an offer. It don't matter how good the person is at delivering their service to you. If someone is not going to take you in, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what you give them, right? Someone can even say someone like who's the owner of Tesla? What's his name? Elon Musk. If Elon Musk was to coach someone, there's still a chance that person still may become a failure in life. Because it doesn't matter who coaches you at the end of the day. It's about how you take in the information, right? So whoever is consuming stuff like this, like all these people who are scammers. Of course, I'm not going to say like some of these accusations are a little bit mad, but like if someone is like, it don't matter who the heck someone is regarding what they can teach you. It depends on if you're going to take it in or not. Especially when it comes to making money online, a lot of people are being like, you know, accused of scamming these people. No, it's because you got to realize that 99% of business fail because people give up. You know, when it comes to this habit, especially when it comes to success online, you have to try a lot of times. Like, it don't matter who you are. Even Alex Hormozy, he was a lot of 99% of people would have quit if they were in the same position as him, right? Because he was not in a good position at all at the start. Like, he was flopping, absolutely failing, like when it came to his business success. But it's just a thing where people kept going, and that's what you're gonna realize about 99% of people failing. It's not because the product doesn't work. Everything works. Rent to rent, people are making millions from it, guaranteed you. But at the same time, people are making £0, even losing money from it. It's all what you take in at the end of the day, is what you need to do at the end of the day. So never ever take in such like, this person scamming this person. No, it's because they consumed it. They just A, they don't want it bad enough, and B, some people just not destined for success, right? So yeah, never ever like be like, this person scamming this. No, like everything works. When I say everything works, look around your room right now. I don't want to be like a motivational speaker right now, but look around your room. Everything that you consume, everything that you wear, someone is making $1 million from it. This pen, someone has made $1 million from selling pens. Like, everything works. So never ever think that, oh, this doesn't work. Everything works. Like, so yeah, never ever like fully take stuff like this about this person's comments. But I'm not gonna like sit here and like, you know, be like, like these guys haven't done this, but like, you know, just never fully take in such thing, because everything works. When I say everything works, everything works. But yeah, I just want to talk about the actual solution. So I was thinking application-based funnel, just due to the fact that of course they're getting like a lot of DMs in, but just regarding actually how they can actually, you know, make the appointment setter's life easier is, you know, having a first application, right? So it increases friction. So if you send people an application, or you get through people through an application funnel, obviously very particular people are just going to drop out straight away. They're not going to be asked to even like bother like responding to the applications, right? Like, obviously with the appointment sets, it's the same thing, but it would make it much easier, because from that you'll be able to literally sieve out all the people who aren't even willing to fill out applications to first even get to appointment second. So, you know, instead of people actually like texting you, is the thing, but they apply to work with you, you'll be able to see if the application is legit or not, and then from there the appointment set will be able to connect with them. So it'll be easier. You get fewer calls, but much higher quality ones, and your team is able to spend more time on other things, you know. And by position, it will shift, you know, just regarding what I've seen by the videos, like people cancelling them and stuff. It's a thing where service delivery, you don't really want it to be affected due to the fact of people that you're letting in, right? You don't want to let anyone in when it comes to this. You want to let very particularly in, be that luxurious brand that like not everyone can get in, right? Just because they have the money. So I just want to show like an example of what their funnel can actually look like. It's a very simple funnel, just based on the actual what their links look like. Right now, this is just apply for one-to-one coaching. From there, I'll be able to lead them to a type form, and they ask particular questions. And that with that type form, now it's not a thing where it's either this one or this one. It can be a thing where these people can be led by different conditions completely. So if it is a thing where they can't afford this one-to-one coaching, that you can put them down for like a £1,000 offer, which is digital videos and stuff like that. So with Typeform, you can really do a lot with it. So I would recommend having that as well. And it'll save a lot of time. You know, from there you'll be able to detect if who is actually serious, who's actually able to invest the amount they need to be invested. And you can also redirect particular people to particular places. So let me give you an example. If someone has like 2k less in savings now, and they've now wrote that in the form, you can direct them to a particular place where they pay for like a £1,000 offer, rather than, you know, only this offer instead, you know. So just a lot of redirections. I don't want to be very specific. If you are interested, link in bio if you want to work with me. But yeah, also I wanted to talk about another funnel. So, you know, another issue they're dealing with is a lot of people are becoming less trusting of their actual brand due to the fact after cheating on YouTube, they're getting like hour-long videos of people trying to cancel them, like about being very specific. So a lot of people becoming less trusting. You never really want that when it comes to your personal brand. But I'm gonna say this: people are always gonna try and cancel you at the same time. So never really take it in. But I just want to talk about offering free value, and I really recommend they have like a free masterclass funnel, just to actually build up that trust again. People want to trust them again, so give them that free value, show them what you can do, prove to them that you're doing what you guys said you are doing, and then obviously that can lead to people actually paying for an offer at the end of it. So and actually addressing the issues that people are saying online. Never be afraid to actually speak about what people are saying about you online. I feel like it builds like a sense of trust, especially like if Uzma and Leena come here and they say, you know, yeah, like these videos I'm seeing of these people trying to cancel us. Let's just address these issues. The people that they're saying that they got scammed, let's actually talk about it, you know? Do not be afraid to speak about the 1 stars. Never be afraid to speak about the 1 stars, because that's obviously going to lead to a next level of trust, right? Especially if you're able to actually like discredit all these people who are just lying. Because I guarantee you that people who are probably just straight up lying, saying that they're scamming, but they're not even scamming them. So yeah, never be afraid to actually address the issue. That would be really, really good. But actually speaking about a free masterclass, promoting a free masterclass, which they can easily do because due to the fact they're getting so many traffic. From there, they offer crazy value on the free masterclass. This can be like an hour-long masterclass. Offer really, really good value, really, really good fundamentals of what is needed when it comes to rent. It's obviously going to lead to people being like, wow, like they clearly know what they're talking about, right? And then you sell something at the end, and literally that can lead to either you book a call funnel, so people actually book a call before they actually close the deal, or it can lead to just a payment link in the actual masterclass. So you know, I just want to talk about really, really offer real value, because clearly they know what they're talking about. Clearly they are making money from some sort of Airbnb. Shows people that you know we're talking about. People obviously going to buy from you, right? So once again, a very simple funnel. But obviously, just due to the fact that they're getting so many traffic, I do want to talk about just a little bit of tracking. Actually tracking down all the calls that are being booked, all the calls that are being cancelled, and all the leads that are getting paid. Like everything needs to be tracked when it comes to such an offer. I don't want to be too specific. If you are interested, like I said, link in bio. But yeah, literally just tracking every single thing is just so essential when it comes to, especially how big their brand is. How big their brand is, everything needs to be tracked. Everything needs to be tracked. So hopefully it's able to explain a little bit what they do and how they're making 200k plus from this offer alone, and how you can too. It's literally just about being who you are, being consistent when it comes to content creation, and showing the people the journey. People love the journey. So hopefully this is able to help out anyone who needs help. And yeah, link in bio if you do want to work with me, if you are interested in scaling, creating offers like this. So that's about it. Bye.